Hey everyone, what is going on? Steve Rozenberg here for the Mind Dream Investment Adventure. My good buddy Joe Roberts is just killing it down in Atlanta. The guy bought a house sight unseen. He used all the resources from Bigger Pockets and Mynd Property Management. The guy has closed on a property and now he's getting it rehabbed, and the rehab is done. So we're going to talk to Joe. We're going to find out what went right, what went wrong. Did he go over budget? Let's find out where he's at, and then let's get this thing over to Mynd so that they can get it on the market. They can get it leased, and Joe can put this one in the books, and we can move on to the next deal. So let's not waste any more time. Before we talk to Joe, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the Bigger Pockets YouTube channel, where you can get this information along with tons of other great video content to help you become a better investor. So let's not wait anymore. Let's get with Joe and let's see where he's at on this process. What is going on, my man? Where are we at on the deal?
Steve, we're done with renovations.
Whoa, nice. Give me some juicy details, man. I want to hear what's going on.
Oh man, it looks great. I just got some pictures from the project manager, and I'm really I'm proud of this house. It's gonna make a good home. So we got all new floors, new siding on the outside, brand new roof. There used to be skylights that have been closed up in the living room, and we actually made a decision to reinstall the skylights, and it just lightened up the whole main living part of the house. So it looks really good. I'm really happy.
Did you ever think it would be this easy to be able to buy an investment property and you not have to bust your butt just by using the right team and the right concept?
No, I didn't think it was going to be this easy. My first deal here in North Carolina, I was waking up at 3:45 in the morning to go work on for like 2 hours before I drove into work. And I was like, there's got to be a better way. So I like this way more.
I love it, man. It just goes to show what having a team concept, lining yourself with the right people like Bigger Pockets, Mynd, and all the other people you've been working with, Nick, everyone's coming together and it's happening, right? This isn't magic. This is what happens when you have focus. You have intention, you have a strategy, you have a goal, and you just start marching towards that every day with some action. So I love what you're doing. So let's get into this. Tell me some numbers on the rehab. Where are we at? What did it cost? There's got to have been it can't be picture perfect, man. There had to have been some things that popped up along the way. So I'm excited to hear what happened.
No, it's not picture perfect. Definitely not. We talked about some of this stuff last time, the siding and, decisions. So reno budget was bumped up for that. And then we did have a bit of a gotcha where when they put the roof on, however many years ago, they just put it on top of the old shingles. So there was 2 layers of shingles. So when the rehab guys discovered that obviously ballooned up some of the costs, because it takes a lot more work to get 2 layers of shingles off, but they all have to come off. And then when they took them off, there was more water damage underneath on the actual plywood than they were expecting. So it was a change order from the general contractor. Cost me about $2,500. I still did my minimum. So total renovation was $34,500. Purchased for $114,000. So still looking pretty good, and the ARV is still looking to be about $170,000, $175,000 with that 4th bedroom.
And how long did it take for them to do this? Were there any delays in the process of the rehab?
We basically stayed on timeline. They told me it would take 4 weeks was their estimate, and it took just a few days over with a holiday and a couple of rainy days in there. So stayed on timeline, and other than that one change order I mentioned, the project went relatively smoothly.
Are there any things that maybe you would redo, or things that didn't go quite as planned that you would do differently that you can share with us?
I think it goes back to sort of the advice you gave me a couple of weeks ago about bringing that contractor on earlier in the process. I think although the deal I still would have done the deal, it still meets my minimums. Obviously the renovation budget came out quite a bit higher than what sort of the numbers we had thrown around at the beginning. I think that was a fact that I didn't have sort of that contractor in my hip pocket to walk in there and give me a scope, maybe even before I put an offer on, or definitely during the due diligence, like beginning of the due diligence phase. So going forward, I'm going to have a contractor identified that it can give me a little bit more accurate bids up front.
Good. Well, these are all good lessons to learn along the way. It didn't bite you that bad. It wasn't where it made the deal not obtainable anymore. It's just, again, part of the learning process. And I think the fact that you had those barriers and non-negotiables earlier, you were able to stay in the parameters because it always goes outside. That's why you want to keep it tight in the beginning, because things just happen, right? That's part of the process when you're opening up walls and dealing with roofs and other things. That's when these things happen. And that's why you want to make sure that your variances are tight in the beginning, because things are going to happen down the road, obviously. So where are we at on the next steps of the process?
So it's getting turned over to the property management team now. I think they're getting in there to get pictures, videos, and at that point, Mynd is going to take it away. So hopefully within the next week, it's on the market. I gotta meet with my Mynd team here shortly and discuss it with them.
So what I'd like for you to do the next time that we talk is I'd like for you to come back with some numbers of some rental statistics, meaning what is the expected days on market? What is the expected rent range that you should be getting? And then we can start plugging in those numbers of what that is compared to what you expected it to be, along with the rehab numbers, so we can see what does this finally turn out to be. So where did you expect it to be? And what was it actually? And again, this is just a way that you can make it better for the next time when you buy another property out of state.
All right, sounds good. Definitely can do that.
All right, Joe. So you're going to talk to Mynd Property Management. You're going to get it on the market. You're going to come back with some numbers of what the expectations are. We're going to run through those. Then we're going to plug those in, make sure everything matches up, make sure we're still on track. And I think we're ready to get this thing leased, put it in the books, and we're going to move on to the next deal for you.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you later, Steve. Thank you.
All right, Joe. Take care, buddy. We'll see you then. All right, everyone. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that go on once you close on a property, and then you've got to get the rehab done. There's a lot of gotchas that pop up. Joe has done a great job of formulating that team. So he's got them giving him good, smart, sound advice so that he's staying within the parameters and he's not going way off on one side or the other. And that's what the concept of having a team is. He's got Mynd Property Management guiding him. He's got the contractors guiding him. He's got his realtor guiding him. This is what it means by having a team. And Joe is turning in to that investor, not the landlord. So Joe's going to be able to take this model. He's going to be able to go anywhere in the country and use this by just finding the teams on BiggerPockets.com. He's going to go inside the forms for the city that he wants to buy in. Then he's going to talk to Mynd, figure out some numbers, get some contractors, and copy, paste, repeat, something you can do as well. So if you like this information, you want to talk to Mynd about managing your property that you already own or one that you may be thinking about buying, just go to our website, mynd.co. There we can help you out. We can have a strategy session for you, figure out what is the best thing for you, just like we did for Joe. Obviously, you want to go to BiggerPockets.com, bury yourself in the forums, find BiggerPockets insights, go to the marketplace, use all of those resources available to you, and make sure that you are making the smartest decision with all the information that's available. Before you go, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, BiggerPockets.com, on YouTube so that you can get this and much more information as soon as it drops. I'm Steve Rozenberg on behalf of Mynd Property Management and BiggerPockets.com. We'll see you guys next time, and we'll hear how Joe does to get this thing leased out. Bye-bye.